I'm Brian from the Tolbooth. I'm going to talk you through the bag of goodies you've got to help you write and record your own songs. Right, if you're lucky enough to get a recording pack from Kenny, what you'll get in it is this item here, which is a USB audio interface. I'll open that up, and this allows you to record your voice and any instrument you like into here and here, and the other end goes into your computer, and we'll talk you through that shortly. So you get this, you get a microphone cable that thankfully comes with a microphone, a set of headphones, a pop shield to get rid of your pizz and sizz, and this here, which is a microphone stand. So we'll just put that together and show you how it all works.
It's the best Christmas ever. Cool, okay, so we'll start by setting up your mic stand. So first thing I'm going to do is bring the bass down by turning this wee knob here so that it's nice and loose, and bring it down to the bottom. Then you'll put the kind of, the tripod legs out like this. And then once you've done that, make sure that you tighten it again. So that's your bottom base for it. Easy peasy. You'll see right now that where the mic would go would be here. That's too low, clearly. So again, the same thing when you're loosening it. Turn the knob, pull this up. You can change the angle here, so if you like to sing like that, you can do that if you want it. We're just going to keep it nice and straight for now. Tighten it up, and then make sure it's tight here by turning this. And then your wee fiddly knob a bit there, and that's you. So that's the basic of your mic stand all set up. I'm quite small, so I'm going to keep it there for me, and now we'll show you how to put the mic onto the stand. Your microphone is in this box here. This is a studio mic, a condenser mic, so it's really good for recording your vocal. You'll see two parts to this. You've got the holder or the cradle, which goes on the top of the mic stand, and your microphone. This is the front of the microphone. You can tell because it's where the three wee knobs are, and also the little red logo is there. So that's the front of your mic. So the first thing we'll do is we'll pop that on your mic stand. You're going to need that to cradle your mic to hold it in. Here we go. So it just screws on, easy peasy. And that's going to be the cradle for your mic. You can see it will sit there, and I'll probably turn it that way because I'd like the mic to be at the front rather than at the back. You don't want it there, so you want it there in front of your face. And then your mic's just going to pop into the cradle. Hopefully it will just clip in. Boom. There we go. I'll turn it round. So the front of the mic should always be facing the front of your face, obviously. And you're just going to want, I'm a wee bit smaller than that, you always want your mic just below, I'd say, mouth level, so just about there. So, and that's the best angle for singing into. So that's the basics of setting up your mic. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put on what you call a pop shield. We use these in studios because these microphones are so sensitive that when you sing into them, if you do a t or a p, then sometimes that can pop the mic and it will pop your vocal recording, which means that you'll get distortion on your recording. So your pop shield just protects the microphone a bit, it protects the sound quality, and it also acts as a good signifier of how far away from the mic you should be as well. So pop shield looks like this. Looks a wee bit complex, but it's actually super easy to use. I'm just going to take the label off. Oop. First thing is, it goes onto the stand here. You're just going to lock it into place whenever you feel appropriate. It's really up to you where you put it. You can put it down there, put it up there, just whatever you want to do, it's fine. So a wee twist until it locks into place. And once that's nice and stable, you'll feel it tightening up. And then you're just going to pull the pop shield over the microphone. So I'd say that could actually still be a wee bit more stable. There we go. So that is going to sit in front of the microphone, and when you've got that in front of the mic for all you singers, you can really come very close to it to sing, so it's a nice gauge of where your mouth should be. As long as that's covering the front of the mic, you'll get a nice sound when you're singing your P's and your T's and your B's and all those plosive sounds that make it pop. So there you have it, that is how you set up your microphone and your mic stand.
Okay, here we will connect the cable of the microphone to the microphone itself. You can see at the bottom of the microphone there's a little socket for the cable to go into. It has 3 pins. This end of the cable has 3 holes. So there's a little groove here as well, a little kind of up the side, so you can find where that groove is. Just match the pins up, slide that in, you hear a little click and it will lock. The other end is of the cable, so this cable, it's an XLR cable. This goes into the interface at the very front. You have 2 inputs, 1 and 2. Choose whatever one you fancy. Again, 3 holes, and there's a slot. You can just turn it until it catches, till it finds the gap, and just squeeze that in. Doesn't seem to be a clicking sound, but there's a line down the middle there. I don't know if you can see that. Is that visible? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that goes at the top, like that. Okay. The bottom hole at the bottom of the input, and then that's you ready to go. What we'll do now is connect the interface to the computer.
So now you've got your microphone plugged in to your interface, your audio interface, but right now this isn't doing anything. So the next thing we need to do is we need to attach it to the computer. So all of these audio interfaces are basic USB setups. So they'll go into any laptop or Mac. The brand new Macs, you will need a wee USB converter, but most of you guys will probably have a standard Mac or laptop or a desktop computer, so they'll go into any of those. What you do is, you've got your little USB printer cable thing at the back here. Obviously this side, oh sorry guys, this comes in your box, so you'll have a cable for this in your box. So just take it out of the box, you're going to pop that in there like that, so it matches up. That'll be the back of your audio interface. And then, simple as bringing it round, finding your USB input, and then, oh, other way around, sorry. And then popping it in. And when you do that, you'll see that this will light up. Now, that's already picking up a bit of microphone sound. So I'm tapping the microphone right now, and you can see it there just picking that up. This is going to be your microphone volume here. So that's obviously a volume button. We'll go through all the wee buttons in a minute. So that's how you plug it into your computer. There's one more thing that we need to do before we get started with recording, and that is to plug in our headphones. So we also got these wonderful studio headphones, which are really, really good for keeping sound in. And they're really good for recording, because if you're a singer, you might record to a click track, and these nice sturdy headphones will help you to record without the click coming through. So on the other side of your headphones, you've got your jack lead in. Your jack lead is a basic audio cable. That's the same lead you would have for a guitar. It's the same input, so it's an audio input. Okay, so you're going to plug your headphones in to the back of your USB interface. Oh, and would you look at that? So these headphones are mini in, which is exciting. There's the headphone jack there. You can see it's a mini headphone jack in. Luckily for us, this particular lead, you can unscrew, and then you've got a mini one. So that's really lucky, because that means you've got a wee spare one of these lying about too, which is good. So take the mini jack audio cable and pop it in, pop to the headphone socket there. And basically what your headphones do in an interface like this is they're acting as your monitor. So they help you to hear everything that's happening on your audio workspace, which you'll hear in a wee minute. That's your headphone level there, so you can turn what you're hearing up or down a little bit. and that's you pretty much set up for recording. At the back of your USB interface, you'll see a little light on here. This is the preamp. It's set to on. Leave it on. And then you've got this button here, that's your phantom power for your mic. So because of the high amount of power that comes through one of those big mics, in order for it to be picked up, you need to have your phantom power set to on. You'll see, it's quite hard to see in this light, but just above there it says phantom. So just make sure you put that on. If you plug in your mic and you don't put on your phantom power, you won't hear anything. So just make sure that's on. Okie doke.
Okay, so we have the interface connected to the computer. What we need to do now is install a software program called Reaper. Here's the page. Download it, whatever, if you have a PC or a Mac, it tells you here. We'll just scroll through there. Windows or Mac, 64-bit. So download that and I'll show you how to install it. If you have a Mac, you just double click on it and it opens up the program that you then drag over to applications. In a PC, it just opens, I've been told.
Yep.
Right, this is how a Reaper appears to you when you first open it up. What you have to do is create a track, okay? So you go to track, insert new track, okay? What you have to check in Reaper is that your USB, it can see your Dual Pro interface. So you can see that in preferences. Go into preferences, there's a list of stuff, it'll come under device. The USB is in a the USB Dual Pre comes under USB audio codec. If I click on that, you see other stuff. Like I use the Universal Audio Thunderbolt, but we're not using that, we're using this little baby that we got in the bag from Santa, right? So you make sure that's checked. Okay, so the general settings for any stuff that you might come across, like the recording, where you want to store your files, etc., is in these menus down the side. So once you've done something, you just press apply, OK it, and you're back to the empty page with the one track. When you open Reaper, first thing you do to record anything, you insert new track. I have to say at this point, Reaper have brilliant videos for any kind of question you might come up further down the line. But basically you just set up a new track, and the way Reaper works is you can decide at the time whether it's going to be a MIDI track or an audio track. What we're going to do is show you how to record. Becci's going to play a little bit of guitar. First of all, put a track down to a tempo, a fixed tempo we've agreed upon, and then using a metronome, you have to keep it in time, and then we'll create another track and do a vocal. So to record, you have to arm it, which that means clicking that little record button there, and as you can see, there's a little signal coming in here. That's because we've got the microphone set up. If you look at the interface there, what we have in one channel is the microphone we set up earlier. In another channel, we have the guitar. So I'll just strum the guitar, just to make sure that's working, and it is. But it's all come through the headphones, that's why you can't hear it, so don't be worrying about that. Everything works. So we'll now record a little guitar part and take it from there. Okay, we're about to record some live music here. Just check your input here. Because we have the microphone already in channel 1 and the guitar going into 2, Reaper refers to this as front left and front right. Okay, we've ticked front right, we've chosen front right because front right, the right, there we go, with the good finger, is the guitar. So we'll keep that there. If we want to go back to the microphone, we'll choose that channel. So it's already on front right, so we're ready to go. We've got a level. Could you play something, Becci? There you see the guitar level there. So I've set a metronome here. Looks like the motorway, but it's actually a metronome. We'll set the tempo, which is adjustable down here. The default setting is 120, 120 beats per minute. We're going for a mellow vibe in our demonstration. We'll come in at 105. I'll start the recording. So the track is armed with this. You click on that. Okay, recording monitor set to auto, and we're ready to go. Put it in record, and we'll start recording. You can see the guitar being played there live in the wave. You might be able to pick up the metronome in the background, but that's on your headphones, and you can control the balance of the guitar and the metronome in there. So there's other stuff here in Reaper that is worth checking out in the Reaper videos. If you just Google whatever part of the program you want to understand, there's very quick, very simple videos to explain. There we go. Beautifully played, Becky. This project will be known as Digital Caterpillar.
Looks like a little caterpillar.
Doesn't it? Okay, now we'll put the guitar down and move on to set up another track and move on to the vocal. So here is the guitar track, and down into the bottom half of Reaper you can control the level, how loud that is in Becky's headphones. So if she wants it louder or quieter, you just adjust that. This is our input level, which we've set previously. We're going to record a vocal now, so we'll go back up to here, insert new track, insert new track. Got that? Bang, that's in here. This time we're going to be using we're going to arm it, but this time we're going to be using the front left. Oh, I've already set it up, cheated. Okay, so for the last time it was front right for the guitar. If we just zoom in on the connection to the interface, which is front left, ready to go. Now we just arm it to monitor it. The little speaker turns red. Can we just get a vocal check on the level, please, Becky?
Check, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2, check. Da da da.
Perfect. Okay, we'll now move into record mode, and Becky's dulcet tones will be evident in a matter of seconds. The thing about the Reaper is, and with most DAWs, is you can decide how much of a counting and you have before it'll start. So this has 2 bars of accounting, which is useful if you have a metronome still in, because you know you're going to get 2 bar counting before it starts. So for that purpose, I'll leave that on. Motorway sign. I'll leave that on, and then once the guitar starts, we'll turn it off. Here we go.
I keep spinning around like a worried old fool. I fear I've placed my bet too soon. It's a complex design, this inner circle I woo. It's wrapped in smoke signs and cracks and smile lines.
So we've recorded our masterpiece and we want to share it with people. So there's the process in Reaper is called rendering. So you go into render, Reaper file, down the menu, render, and call your track. I don't know what Becky's called it. I'm going to call it Amazing. No. Amazing demo. Okay. And you choose where you're going to save it to. Obviously you can choose somewhere else by using the browse, and once you've done that, you will set it. The thing about, see, it bounds the entire project, so it will go from bar 1 right up to the very, very last sound in this arrangement. And then save settings, render 1 file. Look at that. Bang. Done. Show in Finder. that's our demo that we've done today. Look at that, there you go. Done. Perfect.
Okay, so that's everything. Good luck, happy writing. Bye!